What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, a Knicks fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. I want you to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop. Hit the notification bell. All right, y'all, let's get into this video. Let's talk about the game. I want to talk about a couple of things. The first thing I want to talk about is the game. You know what I'm saying? Now it's not going to be a long video. We're going to talk about the game. We're going to talk about this time, excuse me. Sorry about that. Is Karl-Anthony Towns too soft for New York? Should Josh Hart be on a bench in crunch time? And how long would it be before our captain be back, or will he be back before the end of the season? Then I want to talk about Cavs and the Knicks' possibility of meeting in the Eastern Conference Finals and developing young talent. And it seems like the Knicks don't get it right. And we have some people out there that say that Tom Thibodeau developed talent. It's a joke. That's a joke. It's a joke. All right, it's a joke. All right, let's get into this game, y'all. Y'all see, Towns did have 29 points, 12 for 21, 12 rebounds, 3 assists. Anunoby chipped in 23 points. I keep telling y'all, Anunoby can be that third option scoring for the New York Knicks. That it shouldn't have to be dependent on Mikal Bridges. Give Mikal Bridges a break. I think Mikal Bridges is doing a hell of a job. But what he has to do on his team, people keep forgetting that he's sometimes, or most of the time, guarding the best player on the opposing team. McBride, 19 points. Like I said, he's not a starting point guard. He should be off board, you know what I'm saying, off the board. But since the absence, his games have gotten better. Decision making at the point guard is still the same. I'm not gonna say trash, but questionable. Mitchell Robinson, 2 points, and I don't know. Mitchell Robinson looked very fatigued. I know a lot of people say he's just getting back. You know, he got a ways to go, but he's been back for a couple of weeks now. He shouldn't be as fatigued. But like I said a lot of times that this defensive scheme is very demanding. Very demanding, y'all. So it's going to take him another few weeks to get up to physical form, to where he can perform to the, not gonna say perfection, but to what we are used to him and this scheme of this defense. Steph Curry, 28 points, 8 for 20. Steph Curry, man, like I want to say this. The NBA is pushing for the Golden State Warriors to make the finals. I know they've been on a little streak since, I ain't gonna say a big streak since Jimmy Butler been acquired. But I'm gonna be real. As Anthony Mackie had an interview the other day, and he talked about how success is manufactured. And what I mean by that, what he meant by that, people are pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? People are stepped over all the time. And the Golden State Warriors, the NBA look like they trying to push the Golden State Warriors into what? The NBA Finals and that Eastern Conference, Western Conference Finals. The fouls that they would get away with, but it's Golden State. It's going to be expected. What's this clown named? Draymond Green. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not because of the little thing that's going on between. It's not really anything going on between him and Towns. Like I said, self-manifested between Draymond Green. But he's always been a player that I do not like. I consider dirty, limited skill basketball player. He's just one of them players that the NBA pick and choose. I guess he's a very marketable guy, and I don't know, but he gets away with a lot of dirty antics. And the thing about it, what makes me really mad is that the referees are well aware of who this person is. So for them to keep giving him cheap fouls when they know he's the one initiating it and all that stuff, not just against the Knicks, but in general, it tells you, it speaks volumes about what the NBA got in store for the Golden State Warriors this year and his last couple of games and in the playoffs. The West Coast is going to have their hands filled because they're not only going to be playing Steph Curry, they are going to be playing against the referees. And I'm pretty sure they noticed that now. Jimmy Butler is loving it. This is what he liked. Jimmy Butler. What is Jimmy Buckets? He's a smart guy, but Jimmy, I don't like Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? He just don't seem like a real likable guy. He seemed like he start drama wherever he goes. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, this league love him. This league love Jimmy Butler. All right, y'all. Let's move right along. Let's move it right along, y'all. Let's move it right along. Let's talk about a Carl Anthony Towns, and is he too soft? And I bring that up because if y'all was watching the game, y'all seen Draymond Green come up the court and yell, "He's soft." You know what I'm saying? And we all knew that Towns has a reputation to be a little bit on the fragile side. Let's just keep it real on the fragile side. He is who he is, man. We knew this when we was getting him. They knew that when they traded for him. We got one of the best bigs that can shoot the three ball in the league, probably in the history of the league. We're gonna have to live with what we got, man. 24 points per game, 42.5 from downtown, and 13.1 rebounds. And honestly, his stats have fallen off. The last one, we was 25 points per game. He's shooting almost 50%, averaging almost 16, 17 rebounds. No, actually his rebounds went up, excuse me. But is he too soft for the New York? I mean, Carl Anthony Towns is a very affable guy. He's very friendly with the media. I don't think that he's so soft that the media will scare him. No, he's not soft when it comes to media. But when it comes to mixing it up and getting down dirty in the paint, he's soft, man. He's soft as hell, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to say I don't mind it, but what he can do outside of the paint kind of make up for that. Kind of. Because there are games, and there can be games that he can be a dog. So I'm not really too worried about him being soft. You know what I'm saying? Affable is what I would like to say. I mean, Towns is more affable than soft. You know what I'm saying? A little too friendly at times. Let's just be real. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people want to see him playing more in the paint and stay up the post, that high post, away from the 3-point line. But like I said, he's one of the best big shooting threes, or three shooting bigs. You know what I mean? Hit me in the comments, you know what I'm saying? And tell me if y'all think Towns is too soft for New York. You know what I'm saying? Tell me. All right? I mean, 3-point loss. If we would have won that game, that would have been sweet, because not only did Towns come out and show Draymond Green who was the better player. First, let me back up. That's no contest. We all know that Carl Anthony Towns is much better than Draymond Green. But he did come out and show Draymond Green that, yo, you don't know what you're talking about. Draymond Green, I'm not going to go backtrack, because we all know what Draymond Green did. And it was what people fail to realize, and not everybody, that was just for his podcast. That was for clicks, for views. You know what I'm saying? That's all that was. Draymond Green is fugazi. I'm gonna be real. He fugazi. I don't think he would be as tough as he is if he was on a street basketball court. You know what I'm saying? With some of the same guys who he like to get up in their face. When there's no referees and there's no suspension, I don't think Draymond Green want to contest these guys. I'm just gonna be real. He fugazi. Fugazi. Let's move it on. Josh Hart. Now, I know a lot of y'all been hearing me talk about Josh Hart in the last couple of videos. We talked about how he was a main supporter of Tom Thibodeau, came out with the company line about minutes and everything. And then what do we see? What do we see? What do our eyes give us? A meltdown, a breakdown. I don't know. I don't read lips. But you could tell Tom Thibodeau was cursing right here. You see the F word right there. The F word came out. The bombs was dropping, y'all. And what was that about? We would never know. We would never know right now. Somebody going to come out with something going to leak. And it might just be about how terrible that Josh Hart was playing. Let's be real. Josh Hart in his last 5 games is averaging 12 points. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason he averaging 12 points in the last 5 games because he happened to drop 18 points in one of them games. But Josh Hart has been trash. You know what I'm saying? And he's better than that. I'm just using that for example, because we all know he's not trash. But Tom Hart keep using him wrong, and that's the point. You know what I'm saying? I know all y'all want to talk about the rebounds that he get, how energetic, the heart and energy, and yeah, I was on that train too. I was definitely on that train, the J train. Remember, everybody was. I'm still on that train. I'm still on the Hart train. Let's not get it twisted. But as I've been preaching in the last couple of videos, is that him playing out of position is hurting the Knicks. And in the last 5 or 6 games, him not taking jump shots or being afraid to attack the basket like we were used to seeing him doing, or he's not being effective, is hurting the Knicks. And when Tibbs played him in a pick and roll situation, it definitely hurt the Knicks. This is why I don't understand how y'all could say this guy. Now, y'all hear me say super assistant, but these guys, some guys think this guy is the best coach that ever coached the game. And I'm not taking shots at Tibbs. Some would say I am. I just want to win a championship. You know what I'm saying? I just want to win a championship. And it's not going to happen if this man don't start making adjustments, start utilizing the players that he have. Because I'm tired of looking across the court and looking at rookies and second-year men terrorizing New York Knicks. And let's be real, terrorizing New York Knicks. All right? Brunson, we're only going to stay here for like maybe 20 seconds, 5 seconds, maybe the most. But I'm out that, after them 2 weeks evaluation, it look like he's going to be out longer. And with the New York Knicks and the way we've been dealing with injuries, I'm hoping he don't miss the playoffs, and I hope he don't go to where he have to miss 2 games in the playoffs. But I don't know. I'm worried. Tell me if y'all worried. Do y'all think Jalen Brunson's going to miss the rest of the season and going to wind up missing a game or 2 in the playoffs? We're not hearing how severe that injury is. We know the New York Knicks really don't talk to the media when it comes to in-house. So, yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried about the captain, y'all, and I think y'all should be too. Hit me up in the comments. Tell me if y'all think Jalen Brunson will be back before the end of the season, game 1 or 2 in the playoffs. But tell me what y'all think. Hit me in the comments. Let me know, all right? Now, before I start, I was rambling, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie. It may seem like I was rambling. I was talking about developing youth and talent and Tom Thibodeau not being that guy. And it's because I had it mixed up. I had my presentation mixed up. This was supposed to came up, then Brunson. But anyway, let's talk about this right here. Let me see something. No, I'm just messed up because I ain't look at my damn rundown. But anyway, let's go here. When I talk about rookies and second-year players, Quentin Post, he's a rookie, and Giles Santos is a second-year player, 1 year, but this is his second year. Y'all know what I mean, right? But these guys have the trust of their coach, confidence out there on the court, and positions that, Kerr see that needed, size-wise. They gave the Golden State Warriors everything they needed. In the last game, a few games they were playing, they have had points where they scored double-digit rebounds. It's getting real frustrating watching every other team develop their youth in real time, not at Westchester or Westchester Knicks in live action games, winning games for that team. I'm tired of watching it. And then people are talking about how Tibbs had Emmanuel Quickly and Quentin Grimes and all these guys playing right up the top. Nah, man, y'all living in a different world because these guys did not play until players got injured. You know what I'm saying? And then people want to put up, they play average 20-something games a minute. Y'all going on inflated minutes because all of them was in the back half of the season. In the early of the season, the rookies was not getting that many minutes. And I'm talking about Quickly, I'm talking about Grimes. But I'm getting so tired of watching other teams develop that talent, that youth, and having them in a situation where they can dominate the New York Knicks. Now I'm talking specifically about the New York Knicks and how young guys, second-year players, under their supervisor, their coach, the confidence, you know what I'm saying, to come in and get busy, do work on the Knicks. I'm tired of it. And when it comes to our rookies, they're sitting on the bench. Since Tom Thibodeau have joined this team, we have not had a rookie in any category. When it comes to judging rookies in this category, that course since Quickly. After that, none. Second-year players, none. I don't care what y'all say, do not develop young talent. You know what I'm saying? It's going to cost us in the long run because we're going to get to the playoffs and things like this are going to happen. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about injuries. Now, I'm going to get away from the minutes, period. I'm just going to get away from the minutes, period. But injuries are going to come up. And if it happens in the playoffs, there's no signing nobody else. You got to play with who you got. Matter of fact, you got to play with who you start that roster with. Your playoff roster is how you have to finish that damn series, the playoffs. And you don't got these guys ready for that. I don't care what none of y'all say. They do not have the guys ready for the playoffs. None of our young core is ready for the playoffs in case of emergency. In case of an emergency. None of them are. All right, y'all. Let's talk about that Cavs. They're on a 16-game winning streak, and there is a 21% chance that we could meet these guys in the Eastern Conference Final, and it would be disastrous because Tibbs would still think he's playing the Cavs from 23-24 and 23-22 when we was knocking them out of the playoffs. Nothing changes. Nothing changes with this coach. He would come out with the same strategy they've been playing the last two games where the Cavs knocked us off. And we're going to beat the Cavs. I guarantee you the next time we play them. We're going to beat the Cavs. But guess what? Their star is not going to be playing. But I'm going to tell you what their coach is going to do. The coach is going to take this time. Have you watched Donovan Mitchell getting rest? I don't know if he's hurt, banged up. I don't follow the Cavs like that other than the standings. But that Kenny Atkins is going to take that time to get everybody acclimated into his system, giving them more playing time, at the same time resting his stars for the playoffs. Tibbs is going to be playing for the number one spot. And it's mathematically we can't get it. And Tibbs will still be having his guys out there playing for that number one spot in the Eastern Conference. We're not going to win a championship like this. We may get out of the second round. We may get to the third round. But we're not going to win a championship like this. Because Tibbs, all right. And let's pray to God. Let's pray that the captain get back. Tibbs is not going to change the strategy. He's going to go into every game with the same game plan. Nothing new. Whenever you opposing coach in a 7-game series, you're done. If you don't have a superior team, if the team is not superior, if they match up in any way against Tibbs, that's what people not realizing. If Tibbs don't have the superior team, his system is crap. I'm just putting it like that, just like that. I'm just saying it just like that. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Hit me in the comments. Let me know. Do y'all think Jalen Brunson's going to be out and for the end of the season? Is Tibbs too soft? Should Josh Hart get benched? And we all know that Tibbs do not develop talent, so let's not even pretend that he does. All right? And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.